How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and in this video I will be doing a Bee Gees reaction to their song To Love Somebody. So if you haven't already done so, please smash the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get started. To Love Somebody by the Bee Gees. It was recommended to me by Frode Aplin, and he says it's one of their biggest hits of 1967. So it looks like it definitely charted. It went up to 17 on the US Billboard 100, 24 on the US Cashbox. So it definitely charted. But I don't know if it was their biggest hit of the 60s or was it? You guys can tell me later on. But anyways, let's do some background here for the younger individuals. To Love Somebody is a song written by Barry and Robin Gibb, produced by Robert Stigwood. It was the second single released by the Bee Gees from their international debut album, Bee Gees First, in 1967. The single reached number 17 in the United States and number 41 in the UK. The song's B-side was Close Another Door. The single was reissued in 1980 on RSO Records with How Can You Mend a Broken Heart as its flip side. The song ranked number 94 on NME Magazine's 100 Best Tracks of the 60s. It was a minor hit in the UK and France. It reached the top 20 in the US. It reached the top 10 in Canada. Alright, here, this part's interesting. In a 2017 interview with Piers Morgan's Life Stories, Barry was asked, of all the songs that you've ever written, which song would you choose? Barry said that To Love Somebody was a song that he'd choose as it has a clear emotional message. Oh, here's another interesting one. The song has been recorded by many other artists, including Nina Simone, Janis Joplin, Robert Flack, Jimmy Somerville, Michael Bolton, Billy Corgan, Rod Stewart, Graham Parsons, Michael Bublé, and Hank Williams. That's a truckload of people, and if people are doing covers of your song, that means it's a good song. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'm not the hugest fan of the 60s Bee Gees, so.
There's a light, a certain kind of light that never shone on me. I want my life to be live with you, live with you. There's a way, everybody said, to do each and every little thing. But what does it bring if I ain't got you? Ain't got, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. In my parade, I see your face again. I know my friend of mine. You ain't got to be so glad, and I'm glad, so glad. I'm a man. Can't you see what I am? I live and I breathe for you. But what good does it do if I ain't got you? Ain't got you. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. Oh, no, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. No, 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 no. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. You know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody.
Woo! Oh, good stuff. Maybe I am okay with 60s Bee Gees. Maybe I am okay with 60s Bee Gees. Number 1. I don't think I've said this yet, but this song should be longer. This song should be definitely longer. It was ending and I was like, oh, like I didn't realize it. I thought maybe there'd be a couple more minutes of it. So yeah, number 1. This should be a longer song. I think this is good enough. Number 2. Okay, so my ears are a little bit different than most others, but 2 specific instruments I felt like were really popping out to me, and that is the cello. Sounded very loud in this arrangement. Normally don't really pay attention or even hear the cello. But yeah, it sounded like the cello section was really loud. And the second one is the French horn section had a very prominent part there where it kind of just pops in and kind of fulfills one spot as it carries on to that next verse or that next lick. But yeah, I could definitely hear the French horns and the cello very prominently in this song is what I would say. Number 3. I know this goes back to instrumentation as well, but I feel like they got the whole orchestra together, right? And they were like, we're going to use everyone and everyone's going to have their own special little part. And I feel like it was kind of like that. Like even the brass had their own little sections here and there, where they kind of be pronounced, the trumpets were there. But it wasn't too much in your face, which it sounded like a very good balance. So I feel like they really utilized all the instruments they had there. And finally would be the push and pull of this song. It's very good. The dynamic contrast is extremely good in this song. It pushes really big and it pulls back. Pushes really big and it pulls back. Then that sudden pullback, that subito piano right there, it's got a nice effect because it kind of pulls you back into your seat is kind of how I feel like during this song. And it kind of reestablishes you, and then the lyrics take over, and the lyrics are just magical in this song. But yeah, I haven't really liked the first few Bee Gees 60s songs I've heard, but this one, the Bee Gees they definitely sound like they're in the 60s, and I don't recognize them at all, is what I would say. But hey, great song. Great song. I like it. So tell me what you guys think about this one in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please smash the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
To love somebody the way I love you.